bring Nasser in here. What impressed you with that overall performance from England, given the conditions?
I think it was what Michael was talking about as I was walking across, really. Not so much just for this game, but what they may face and the challenges they will face ahead. So I'm pleased I was doing the toss. I was actually, as an England fan, if you like, pleased that they had lost that toss, because they were going to have to do it the different way at some stage. They're going to have to get used to dew. They're going to have to get used to defending a target. I mean, you're not going to have to get used to losing a bowler, but they lose a bowler, and luckily they've got 6 bowlers that all give them something. Livingston now has bowled out twice in 2 games, so he's actually a proper 6 bowler. So all the boxes they are in Morgan's form. What was the other box they wanted ticked? Morgan getting in some nick and getting some runs. I don't think anyone doubted he would do that. So virtually everything they need ticking for the challenges ahead, they've got out of this evening. And as Ash said, in that dressing room, that gives you great satisfaction. They can enjoy their 4 days off now.
Nas, when Tumal walked off injured, what did you make of the way Owen marshalled the troops and juggled his bowlers around? Jos sort of said to Michael there that they might have got their sums a little bit slightly wrong. What do you think about the way he went about that?
I thought it was a brave thing, because you'd probably want Woakes to bowl out his full quota, which meant you'd have to bowl 1 of Moeen Ali, you know, and to right-handers in with a very short boundary, that is a gamble. And they saved him right till the 19th, and Owen was brilliant with his field placements. He had a long off, a long on, and a bloke, Jason Roy, right behind Moeen Ali, because he knew where they were going to hit, and he told Moeen Ali to bowl it into the pitch, and he smacked it straight to Jason Roy. I thought Owen got absolutely everything right, and you sense that. Someone hits it and you think, well, that's 4 or 6, there's a fielder there. Hits it again, there's another fielder there. Everything that they did was spot on in those last 15, 20 minutes.
I'll just bring him in. I mean, they weren't perfect in the field because Chris Woakes dropped that catch, but 2 crucial bits of fielding also helped the bowlers. The catch on the boundary between Roy and Billings, and then Buttler, who else, with that direct hit?
Absolutely, and with a bit of added extra difficulty, because the ball was like a bar of soap at this stage. All the fielders had their rags and they changing and wiping and drying the ball, but it's tough. So you're right, those 2 bits of fielding that finished off Sri Lanka's charge, really, the 2 batsmen that were in. Brilliant between Roy and Billings. I mean, we see it, it's commonplace now, but it still doesn't lessen your admiration for the skill that you see on the boundary edge when the fielders are in combination like that. And obviously Buttler, who's not just a good wicketkeeper but a fantastic athlete behind the stumps, hitting direct to finish off Sri Lanka's challenge. So that one mistake from Chris Woakes. Just going back to the Timor Mills injury thing, that was interesting. I mean, England had a long chat about it. When I was chatting to Jos just before we came on air, they saying, you know, we might have got that wrong. I think what they were really worried about were those 3 balls, because then had they bowled Moeen, he would have been hitting to the short side. They would have been hitting him to the short side. So these are decisions you have to weigh up, and you don't have that much time to do it. But it did leave them with Mo for the 19th, which could have been a very nervy time.
But he held his nerve brilliantly, backed up with some excellent captaincy and field placings.
I thought Sri Lanka got it wrong, actually, in the field. I was here the other day, and what surprised me was the way their seamers bowled. Perhaps that they only played 2 spinners against England. Maybe they're worried about the dew as well. But when their seamers bowled towards the end of the innings, they really missed the kind of length that you want to be bowling on this low, skiddy pitch. And the surprising thing was that Sri Lanka have played 2 games here in the Super 12 stage. I think they played 1 in the qualification stage as well. I mean, I've been here once in this stage when watching West Indies and Bangladesh, and we're kind of looking at each other on the way to the ground this morning saying, don't try and bowl Yorkers at the death here, just hit that length and get it skidding through. So I was surprised Sri Lanka got that bit wrong, given their experience on the surface.
Just on a general point to finish, Nas, and the dew that was obviously affecting the ball and the fielders. This is a World Cup, World T20. Should dew really play, I mean, I know England got across the line today, but should dew really play such an important role when it comes to a World Cup?
No, it shouldn't, but, you know, the schedule's so congested, you've got to play at this time of year. You've got to World Cup, so you've got to have all your audiences and their time differences so that they are happy with what time of day the game's been played. And let's be honest, T20 is a better spectacle. I think white ball cricket is a better spectacle when it is played under lights. It's a great spectacle. So they can't do anything about that. And that's why for the tournament today, I thought it was a good result, because it is proof that if you've got a quality side and you do lose the toss and you are asked to bat, that you can win the game later on in the evening, even with a wet ball. Listen, Wardy, it's not ideal. The toss is still vital, and whoever's in that final will think, please, 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 can we win the toss? And it will go a long way towards winning the game. But today showed it is not the be-all and end-all. A good side and a good captain can overcome it.
Yes, it can be done. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your thoughts.